Hi, I'm Hale.
And I'm Alex, and we're going to be doing a book battle. So for these, we are on opposite sides of an issue, and for this week, we will be doing the Infernal Devices, the debate of Will Herondale and Jem Carstairs.
Yes, so I am a Will supporter. I love Will with all my heart, and I love Wessa with all my heart as well.
I am a Jem supporter. I love Jem. I do support Wessa. Don't get me wrong.
Wessa for the win!
But I love Jem more than I love Will. Can't help it.
Okay, so here's the thing. Will I'm way more attracted to than I am to Jem, appearance-wise. Will has dark hair, which I love that in a man. In my men.
In a men.
In men. Will also has the dreamiest eyes, and Will is British, so he's got a fabulous accent too. So, like, I mean, what more could I want?
I love Jem, and I love his silver hair from the Yin Fen. I think that's such a cool character trait for him. I think it had to be Black Pirely. He's half Chinese. He's from Shanghai.
But the silver hair is remnants of a drug addiction, so...
But the silver hair is really attractive. I don't know, I like the silver hair look on men. Like, not graying, but like the silver hair on like young men.
The granny hair look.
No, on women it looks weird.
The grandpa hair look. They're happy now.
I think he looks really, really tall in this, so I mean...
It's a cover, you can't tell.
You can tell.
No.
Look at him. You can see all the way, like his legs are like half the cover.
Alex.
And I really like the cane that he has that is also like a dagger. Like, I think that's super cool.
Children. So...
I'd hit you, but that would be book abuse.
I also love Will because I think that he has a fantastic personality. I think that he is such a complex character because he doesn't feel like anyone should love him because he's not worthy of it, and also for other reasons that I can't share because of spoilers. But struggles internally a lot with this as well, and he has such inner turmoil, which is just so interesting to read about. And it's interesting to see how that turmoil impacts his decisions every day of his life. I mean, he just looks miserable all the time, and it's because of this. He's like a poor little baby that needs to be saved, and I'm gonna save him because I could do that.
I'm gonna save his corpse.
Yes, save him from the rats.
I think Jem is super duper complex. I think he may not be as complex as Will. I'll give her that.
5 points to Will Herondale.
But I think Jem has this complex problem throughout the book that we don't figure out. We don't figure it out, I think, until Clockwork Prince, which is the middle book. So, he has this incredible backstory, which backstory is our next topic. So, the personality, super calm and collected, and he knows what he's doing. And I feel like that's very Alec Lightwood almost. And I love Alec, so...
I too love Alec, but for different reasons.
I feel like it's a very Alec, and he's a violin player, and that's, like, super attractive.
That is hot. That is hot.
10 points to Jem.
Why did Will only get 5 for the last other thing?
You can give him 5. We're not keeping track.
Okay, rude. So, Will's backstory, I think, is so interesting, because his one parent was a shadow hunter and the other wasn't. And so they just ditched the Shadowhunter life, and they basically told Will and his siblings that they couldn't have the Shadowhunter life either. But Will was like, screw that, I'm gonna be a Shadowhunter anyways. And so that entire story is really fascinating. It was really interesting to read about, and I loved learning about it as well. Also, Will has a younger sister, Cecily, and I love her character, and I love the relationship between Will and Cecily. I think it adds so much to the book, and Cecily's just so wonderful. And Jem does not have a Cecily, so Will.
Jem doesn't have a Cecily because his parents died, okay? They probably would have had more kids because why not? They make great kids. His backstory is obviously he was from Shanghai, China at the Shanghai Institute.
Obviously.
Well, if you read the book, you know. His parents were killed by a demon, which then also got him addicted to the drug Yin Fen. But I think his backstory is really like, complex, and I think it's different because I feel like Tessa and Will's backstory are kind of similar in a way. Yes, they are.
They are not even close.
They kind of are. They have that They're slightly similar. Like, I feel like Jem was a different character than Tessa and Will, because obviously Tessa and Will become this lesser.
I think that Will and Tessa are different, like far different characters. I feel like Jem and Tessa are way too similar to be compatible in a relationship.
Well, but the opposites attract thing, like, it's so-so for me.
Yeah, well, I think that Jem and Tessa are too similar, so.
I don't care about their similarities. I just don't care about them as a couple, totally. So, like, that doesn't matter to me for Jem. Like, I just love Jem anyway, because if you read the books, so, total spoiler. I feel like a relationship for Jem isn't really anything he needs, because you know from, like, the first book, which is Clockwork Angel, that Jem is going to die from his addiction to Yin Fen. It's a very destructive drug, and he's going to die from it. So he actually becomes Brother Zachariah, which is a silent brother. So I feel like the romance doesn't matter for him, and even though he really did love Tessa, I feel like obviously she was gonna pick Will because Jem's gonna die.
I agree with that, but not completely, because there was also a period in the book until Magnus showed Will the truth that Will thought he was gonna die too. Well, actually, not Will was gonna die, but everyone who Will loved was gonna die.
That's true.
So
That's true.
screw that theory, Alex.
No, your theory doesn't really work.
Yes, it does.
But Jem knows he's gonna die!
Well, Will thinks he's gonna murder Tessa if they stay together.
Devoted Jem. That's literally what it says on the back cover. This also said handsome tortured Will.
Handsome tortured Will for the win!
Devoted Jem! I got this off of Etsy, and it's Jem's jade pendant, which he gives to Tessa. I believe it was his mother's, so obviously super significant to him. Gives it as an engagement present to her, well, as for her hand, and I just really love it, and it's got the Mandarin characters on the front and the back.
I don't have anything from Will, but he's in my heart. And that matters more.
Just pretend you're afraid of ducks.
I'm not. It's sad. But
It's sad.
yeah, Will is better.
Jem. Forever.
Comment down below, and you'd better choose my side, because we all know that my side is the right side. So.
We all know that Jem is the better side.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Alex, leave.
This is my house.
True. Okay, so anyways, let us know if you like this, because we have a ton more planned, but like if there's anything you think that we should do differently next time, do let us know, because I don't know, I don't see many people do this before, so I don't really know.
It's also because there's not a lot of duos on
Yeah, so we don't really know what we're doing. So
we're guessing.
let us know if you liked it.
Bye.